Let's start with a really simple question.
Because, for millions of Americans over 65, that is not a hypothetical question anymore. What's going on, finance people? It's Josh here. Welcome back to JoshLM Finance. Let's break this down. So there's a brand new senior tax deduction that just hit the books. And honestly, a lot of people are going to miss out on it if they don't know the rules. Today, we're going to make sure you are not one of them.
Okay, so let's dive right in. First things first, the timeline. This new law was passed in late 2025, but, and this is the key part, it applies to the 2025 tax year. What does that mean for you? It means you'll actually see this benefit when you go to file your taxes in 2026. So we've got a little bit of time to get our ducks in a row, which is exactly what we're going to do right now.
See that phrase right there? On top of? That is the magic phrase here. This isn't some super complicated loophole that only works if you itemize every single expense. Nope. This is an extra shield for the huge majority of seniors who just take this simple standard deduction. It's so straightforward. Less of your income is taxed, which means less of your money is going to the IRS. And honestly, it's powerful because it's so simple.
All right, so the big question, who actually gets to claim this? This is where a lot of the confusion is swirling around right now, but the rules are actually pretty straightforward when you look at them. Let's get into the core requirements.
So what does it really take to qualify? Honestly, it's about as simple as it gets. You just have to be 65 by the end of 2025, have a social security number, and you got to file a tax return. That is it. But, and this is really important, let's talk about what is not on this list. And this slide right here gets to the heart of the biggest misconception out there. You do not need to be retired. You don't even have to be collecting Social Security yet. You could be 66, still working your full-time job, earning a good income, and you can still qualify for this. This is a huge deal for a lot of folks who are, maybe phasing into retirement but haven't fully stopped working yet. Now, there are some income limits, but they're actually pretty reasonable. A single person making under 75 grand gets the full deduction. For married couples filing jointly, it's $175,000. And here's the good part. If you make more than that, it doesn't just cut off completely. It phases out gradually. So this is really designed to help middle-income seniors the most.
Okay, so let's talk about what really matters, the money. Because, good vibes don't pay the electric bill. A deduction is a great concept, but what does it actually mean for your bank account?
Right. A deduction is not a credit. It doesn't mean you get $6,000 back in cash. It just means that $6,000 of your income becomes invisible to the IRS. It's shielded from taxes. So what it's worth to you depends entirely on your tax bracket. Let's look at the two most common brackets for this group.
So if you're in the 12% tax bracket, that $6,000 deduction puts about $720 back in your pocket. If you're in the 22% bracket, we're talking over $1,300. Now look, is that life-altering, world-changing money? Maybe not, but that is absolutely enough to cover your utility bills for a few months, pay for a lot of groceries, or handle prescription copays without blinking. It is significant.
And in fact, groups like ARP have already run the numbers on this. They're estimating that the average senior is going to see about a $670 boost to their refund because of this new rule. So that's a really good, realistic number to have in your head.
Let's just put this into a super simple, real-life context. Imagine a single person, 66 years old, and they're making $60,000 a year. Well, with this new deduction, their taxable income just drops by $6 grand. That one simple change could mean saving over $600. No fancy investments, no crazy loopholes, just knowing the rule. This is how that boring tax knowledge quietly builds your wealth.
All right, so how do you actually get this money? Well, the good news is, it's pretty easy. Most of the work is actually done for you. But, and this is important, there is one very important warning you need to hear.
If you use any of the standard tax software out there, TurboTax, H&R Block, whatever, it's designed to catch this for you. You just enter your birthday and your income correctly, and the software should automatically apply the deduction. But, and here's the warning, you have to double-check your own return before you file. The IRS is not going to call you up to say, hey, by the way, you forgot to save some money. That part is on you.
Yeah, that's really the best way to think about it. If you're eligible for a deduction and you don't take it, you are just voluntarily overpaying your taxes. You're basically tipping the government. And trust me, they don't need tips.
Now for the fine print, and this part is really important for your planning. Like a lot of things in our tax code, this new deduction isn't necessarily permanent. It actually has an expiration date baked right in. So, as the law is written right now, this deduction is only available for 3 tax years, the ones you're going to file in 2026, 2027, and 2028. After that, poof, it's gone, unless Congress votes to extend it. And that's exactly why this isn't something you can just figure out later. You need to be ready to claim it for these specific years, because we have no guarantee it'll be around after that.
So here's the bottom line. This $6,000 deduction isn't designed to make anyone rich. It's designed to stop you from overpaying on your taxes. And in my book, keeping more of the money you've already earned is just as important and just as powerful as going out and earning more.
So if this helped you out, do me a favor and share this with a parent, a friend, a neighbor, anyone who is 65 or getting close to it. A lot of good people are going to miss out on this simply because they don't even know it exists. Thanks for watching till the end. If this helped you, you know what to do. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.